Good afternoon. Rashida Strober here. Got some on my chest there. The world's first and only dark-skinned activist is in the building. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. Y'all see I done got blacker. Sitting out here in the sun. In the sunshine, y'all. Oh, I hope you guys are having a fantastic afternoon. I'm not going to be on here for very long. Give me a second here. I'm not going to be on here for very long. But I want to keep sharing. Plus, I want to give people a chance to realize I'm here. So while we're waiting for the algorithms to YouTube to notify everybody that I'm here, guys, my name is Rashida Strober. I'm the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. I said first and only dark-skinned activist. And the reason why I always start out my lives like that is because everybody and their mama been stealing from me on social media. They've been stealing from my platform. I went viral back in 2015 for calling out the rapper Kendrick Lamar's darkism. And as a result, you know, I went like social media famous. And everybody and their mama in terms of the black social media outlets, they wrote about me, they talked about me, and that's how people got to know who I was. And people flocked to my channel, and they started stealing from my ideas about dark skin activism, and colorism. But you're not the dark skin activist. Hey, AC Walker. And I created the first platform in history to fight to end what some people call colorism, but what I call darkism. And I created it back in 1998 before social media. Before YouTube. Before reality TV. And I have to say this at the outset of every live because people have been stealing from me for years. But you're not the dark-skinned activists. You're not. Drink some of my water to that. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It's hot, so I gotta keep my water in me. Gotta keep my water in me. Yeah, so I'm back, y'all. I'm back to talk a little bit about the toxic family member topic of discussion that I had started back on Saturday. And this is kind of like, well, it is. It's not kind of like, it's a continuation of that topic. Do y'all like how black I done got? Y'all see how, I mean, I'm out in the hot Florida sun. Y'all like how black I done got? Y'all like? Thank you, Creative Solutions. I appreciate you. Y'all like how black I done got? Y'all, do y'all notice? I want somebody to notice how black I done got. Can y'all please tell me that I've gotten blacker and that you notice? I would like some validation on this. Normally I don't ask for validation, but I want my black darkness to be validated. Y'all see? Y'all see? What y'all think? Have I gotten blacker? Have I gotten blacker? So nobody ain't gonna tell me if I don't got blacker or not. Nobody ain't gonna validate me. Thank you, Creative. Thank you. I appreciate that. Woo. It's good to get rid of the toxins. And sweat is nothing like sweat to get rid of the toxins. I know I'm up here sitting up here sweating, but it's okay. I like to sweat because getting sweating. Yes, I did. Creative. I'm sitting up here sweating. I'm sitting up in the car, and no, I don't have the air conditioner on because we don't always have to have the air conditioner on, and it's my way of releasing all the toxins. So yes, I am sweating, And some people gonna come on here call me greasy. People gonna call me greasy monkey, sweaty monkey, all kind of stuff. I don't care about none of that. This is me. This is how I look. This is me in the raw, and this is just what it is, y'all. And I'm not ashamed of how I look. I'm me, and I'm proud of myself. So y'all don't like me looking sweaty. Oh well, I don't know what to tell y'all today. Okay, Creative Solutions. When you do that video, please send it to me. Please make sure you send it. I appreciate that. Concrete says, yes, when that hit dark skin, it glistens. Love me some chocolate. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right, so hit the like button, hit the share button, y'all, because sometimes YouTube gets the video out to the people and sometimes it don't. But I ain't gonna worry about that. Y'all, I'm just gonna talk my dark skin stuff and sit up here and be hot and sweaty. As y'all can see, I'm sweating like a dog and I don't even care. Anyway, the sweats from the sun is better than the sweat and the welts that I used to get from the extension cord. Yeah. I grew up in a toxic black family, mistreated for being dark skinned and having nappy hair, treated less than, grew up in poverty, and I got so many stories to tell, and today I'm going to share with y'all another one of those stories that I can't seem to ever get out of my mind. The channel is about, somebody said, what is the, Hearted Gupta says, what is the channel about, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't. This channel is the first channel on YouTube to address the topic of colorism. The oldest and first channel on social media, for that matter, to address the topic of colorism. And everything that I do on this channel is directed towards dark skin activism, which is a movement that I actually created before social media to eradicate and bring awareness to the unique struggles that dark skinned people face. I call those struggles darkism. Some people call them colorism. So that's what this channel is about. I'm the first channel to do this. Everybody on YouTube that got a channel talking about colorism, they done copied me. They'll never admit to it, but they done copied me. I'm the first. I did it first. And I just keep going. I just keep continuing. Whenever the spirit hits me, whenever the spirit moves me, that is what I do, y'all. So thank you, Creative. So I had talked about cutting off toxic family members on Saturday. And I just want to continue to talk about that discussion and keep the dialogue, keep the conversation going. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Hearted Gupta. Sometimes I get a whole heap of views and sometimes I get limited views, but I just got to keep doing the work. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I got one view or if I got millions of views. I'm going to keep doing the work because I do know that somebody out there is benefiting from what I'm saying. So I tend not to worry about that too much. Sometimes I think about it, Oh, Lord. Why is this Alvin Carter person? This Alvin Carter person is playing around on my Cash App, sending fake Cash App requests, harassing me when I ask for Cash Apps. They turn around and start sending me Cash App requests. It's harassment, but it's just something to distract me from my mission. But no one's ever going to distract me from my mission. I'm going to keep going anyway. Anyway, thank you. I appreciate that. So I talked about toxic family members, cutting off toxic family members in the black community. And in the black community, I feel like the toxic people are protected. I feel like toxic moms are protected probably the most. Toxic fathers are protected. It's just this culture of toxicity in the black community that we protect these people, because a lot of times we have been taught to revere our mother. And the Bible has been used, honor thy mother and father so that your days will be long upon the land. You know, a lot of times that scripture has been used to give toxic people in your life a license to continue to be toxic. And you don't do nothing about it. You just sit there and you just take it. You say, well, that's my mama. I ain't finna talk about my mama. Or that's my daddy. I ain't finna whatever the case may be. And you just keep on suffering from their toxic ass behavior. But I don't subscribe to that. I'm not finna keep dealing with somebody and their toxicity. I will cut them a loose. Hey, dark masculine karmic. And I'll just keep right on going. You know? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, dark masculine karmic. But I don't think I'm hot at all. But thank you. But I need to learn how to take a compliment, y'all. AC Walker says, I was going to say that the best way to use the anger without going outside and doing something crazy in the public is to write it down. You know what I mean? Whether if it's in a book or music. I agree with that. And one of my ways of dealing with it is I come on here and talk to y'all on my YouTube channel, and I've helped people, counsel people, and all that stuff. And I write my plays and my books. So you're absolutely right. You're like 100% right. I agree. I couldn't agree with you more. So I grew up in a toxic household where you couldn't like voice your opinion. You couldn't express your opinion. You had to sit down, be quiet, and shut up. And I'm not saying that that was necessarily bad, but you know, if you going overboard with it, you know, it can become toxic. You know, I do believe that children should be respectful and that children should honor their parents and stuff. But I don't think that parents should abuse their power. And, you know, I feel that there was abuse of power going on in my household coming up. And I'm not saying none of this to be disrespectful to my parents or my mom. That's not why I'm saying this. And even if you think that, then you know what? Because that's not my reasoning. I'm saying these things because I'm going to talk about and tell my story. And I have a right to talk about and tell my story. People get uncomfortable and they be mad. They be upset with the truth. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know. But I do know that I was beat down with extension cords. And I do know I had welts on my body from the extension cords. And I do know it was painful to get beat up and beat down with extension cords. And, you know, and whether or not I was deserving of those beat downs with extension cords, or, you know, and I'm not going to talk about nobody else in my family. I'm only going to address Rashida. Because I'm not the other people. I'm me. And I'm talking about my experience. Now, whether or not I deserve to get beat down with extension cords is up for debate. But, you know, I was beat down with extension cords. And if you've never been beat down with an extension cord, you should be very happy. Because extension cord are very, very, very painful. And when they start, because what happens is, it's like you get welts on your body. Okay? And then those welts, they're like open wounds. They're like open. And they're bleeding. But they're not, sometimes they bleed a lot. But sometimes they just bleed, but not a whole lot. But they're still like an open wound, right? And when they start healing, when the welts start to heal, it itches. It itches. So, it's very uncomfortable, y'all. Very, very, very uncomfortable when it starts to heal, because you ever had a sore on your body that itches and hurts at the same time? Well, that's the way it feels in the aftermath of getting beat down with an extension cord. Like, whew, it hurts and itches at the same time, but it hurts at first, and then it starts to itch and hurt, and as it starts to heal. And it's so painful because if you like lay on it, it hurts. I used to kind of just sit there and kind of rock. I would sit there and kind of rock. Thank you, Creative Solutions 46. And that, I would kind of rock and sob, because sometimes it's like this pain. Like, the only other pain I could describe getting an extension cord whipping with is toothache pain. I hate toothache pain. Like, to me, that's one of the worst types of pain ever. I'd rather have a baby than have toothache pain. I ain't gonna tell y'all no lie. Listen, I'd rather have a baby than have toothache pain. And getting beat down with an extension cord, to me, is on the same level of toothache pain. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And AC Walker says it starts to itch and hurt. Damn, that's even worse. Yes. As it starts to heal. Yes, creative, a cable cord. Same thing. Extension cord, cable cord. When I say extension cord, I'm talking about them cord, them long brown cords. The little skinny long brown cords that you had to hook up like another cord to in order to make something work, like a TV. Maybe it was far away and you wanted to be in this certain place, so you get an extension cord to make the cord extend so that it can be plugged up to whatever device you're trying to use, so you have to use the device. So that's what I'm talking about. And my mama used to use the brown extension cords. To this day, you ain't finna never see no brown extension cord in my damn house. Absolutely not. Those things traumatized me. Yeah. And them extension cords weren't no joke, y'all. I used to get beat down. I trying to just only tell my story. I'm trying to leave other people's story out of this. And I would just, like I said, I would just rock back and forth, thinking that the rocking was going to ease the pain. And over time it did, because I was get so tired I'd fall asleep. And it was just horrible. It was a horrible existence. And you say, well, why was you getting beat with the extension cords? Could be all kinds of reasons. Sometimes I ain't have to do nothing. It's my mama would be frustrated with life. Now that I'm older, I realize she would be frustrated, I think, with her life and the way that her life turned out, because I think a lot of black moms are like that. A lot of toxic black moms are frustrated, and I'm not blaming it all on the moms now, because a lot of these toxic moms become toxic because the fathers are toxic and they left them to raise children alone. So therefore they become toxic. But I think my mom was just frustrated with life and the difficulties of having to raise a whole heap of children and being poor. And I think that a lot of the times, the beat downs were not warranted. I'm not going to sit up here and say my whoopings were all not warranted. I'm not going to say that, because I don't know what my mom was experiencing in terms of disciplining me as a child. That's why I hate to just blame the mom for everything, or blame the parents for everything, or blame the kids for everything. Y'all, it's 3 sides to every story, or 2 sides to every story. Okay? The children are not always right, and the mamas are not always right, and the fathers are not always right. We have to be fair. Okay? You have to be fair. I think my mom was frustrated with the way her life came out. I think that she wanted to accomplish her dreams. Like, she did not finish school. She dropped out in the 11th grade. Yep, dark masculine, you're right. Oh, AC Walker said, what about the toxic friends? Yeah, that's a whole nother live right there. Dark masculine said, a lot of black moms become bitter when their superficial, shallow fantasies don't be fulfilled and reality wakes them up. You're right. And I'm not even offended by you saying that. See, a lot of black moms will get mad at dark masculine comment for saying that, but I'm not, because he's telling the truth. Black people, we need to stop getting offended at every damn thing, especially if it's the truth. Now, if somebody lying and they be trying to intentionally be darkest or racist towards you, okay, I understand. But what dark masculine comment just said is actually very true. And in my own experience growing up with my mom, she was miserable, therefore the household was miserable. She wasn't happy, everybody was unhappy. And the household I grew up, and this is no pun or no disrespect to dark skin, because I'm tired of people using the language of dark skin, of darkism, darkest language to make black people feel bad about being dark. So I want to say this doesn't have anything to do with skin tone. But I remember the house and her room, she always kept the house dark. Like, it wasn't a lot of sunshine that came through. So it was depressing to me. Even as a kid, I could sense the depression of the environment of the house. So to me, that signified this lady must be depressed. You know, this lady must feel sad. And then she would go in her room, and the church folks would say, shut up in my room. Not shut up like be quiet. Like you closed off. Shut up in my room. You know, like shut up in my room. Like I went and I got shut up in my room and I closed the door. She would close herself off. Now this lady had 6 kids. 6 kids, right? 6 children. 6. How could you possibly go shut yourself off from the world and you have 6 kids? But she did it. She would go in that room and wanted to shut off. And I find that I have, you know, characteristics and qualities like my mom, but I'm like different, a lot different. Because me, with my own kids, I don't care how I'm feeling, I still interact. I still will take them places. I've taken Lauren, for example, to all over the place. Disney World, the circus, the fair, Adventure Island, SeaWorld, on vacation. I mean, I done took this girl all over the place. So I broke the cycle in that way. Same thing my son. When he was growing up, I used to like participate. I homeschooled him. I would participate in everything he did at school. I was always there cheerleading him on. I was like overly compensating because my mom would go inward. And the only time she would really come out is when she would force us to have church in the house. We had to have church, and she would get happy. And that's when I saw her be happy, when, you know, when she was making us have church and Bible study in the house. But that was all depressing for me. So I don't even go to church like that. I love God. But you ain't finna force me to go to church all day. I'm going to get up and I'm going to leave. If you try to do that to me as an adult, I'm going to leave. I'm not finna be sitting up in nobody's church all day. And that ain't no disrespect to God. That's these people that want to sit there and make you be in there all day long. I grew up in church all fucking day long. I'm not finna do that as a kid. I mean, as an adult. I'm not doing it. And that's it. And, but that's the only time I ever would see her get happy. And, it was just a miserable existence. And so I think because she was so miserable, I said all that to say this. I think the least little thing that would trigger her, and she'll get mad, and we might get an extension cord ass whooping. Yep. So, that was my childhood. And, I ain't gonna be on here long today, y'all. I just kind of wanted to share that with y'all growing up. That was in the 80s. It was a rough life. It was very rough. Very rough and tumble. You couple that with the beatdowns, the poverty, the depression, me not being able to interact with my father as often as I wanted. And I just often wish, why did my dad get with this lady and procreate? Why he didn't choose somebody else? So like a nice, even killed woman. Like, why he had to choose somebody? That's how I feel. I'm glad too, dark masculine. I grew up with 5 brothers, dark masculine. So I don't think any female is gonna grow up with that many brothers and not know how to defend herself. So yeah, I do. But yeah, you're right, Creative Solutions, and I do have compassion for my mom. I do. But I'm just speaking on my existence and my experience while living under her roof. And I was so glad to get up out that damn house because it was just depressing. Like I said, the extension cord beatdowns. It was just not a happy place to be. To me, happiness is a clean environment. Happiness is sunshine. Happiness is flowers, trees, the ocean, quiet, peace, calm. Sitting in a room with a person I like and we ain't gotta even talk to each other. We could just sit there and I know that that person loves me or likes me and I don't gotta say nothing. I just could feel it. That was happiness to me. But my household was not happy at all. And I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, y'all. Like I would not wish it. So that's my beat down with an extension cord story that happened to me when I was growing up. And that's it. I really ain't got much to say more. I just want to share that with y'all because I know that people wanted me to keep going with telling some stories that I have been telling about black family toxicity. And that's what I'm telling today. So just some housekeeping things. My goal is to produce Burnt Black Crispy Biscuit, which is a show about me being dark skinned. I'm looking for financial backers. If you guys would like to support me, go to my website, darkskinactivist.com, and email me to help me produce it. I need a venue. You know, there's production costs that come along with it, so I'm looking for a co-producer. Once again, my website is darkskinactivist.com, darkskinactivist.com. Also, you can go to my website and download a free ebook copy of my book entitled Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And also, please make a donation. My Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala, $RASHIDA'Lala. Once again, $RASHIDA'Lala. And as always, I would love to get a donation before I end this live. So if you could find it in the kindness of your heart to make a donation to me before I end this live, I would appreciate it. And my Cash App once again is $RASHIDA'Lala. You can also find my Cash App in the description to the live on my channel. And you can also find my Cash App in the description, like to all of the lives, just all of them. Like it's in this live that I'm doing right now, and it's in the description to this live. So please make a donation. I'm gonna put the Cash App up in there again. Cash App is $RASHIDA'Lala. And I want to thank y'all for taking the time to listen. And if the spirit hits me, you know I'm gonna come back on here again, and we're gonna talk about this stuff some more because it is very therapeutic to speak about it. And I'm very grateful that you guys are listening. It's okay, Dark Masculine. I appreciate your support in all the ways that you support it. So it's no problem at all. And I appreciate everybody for taking the time to watch. So yes. And that's it, y'all. I hope you guys have a phenomenal afternoon. Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist. And I will talk to you guys again soon.